Hey YouTube, it is Hunkler, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite comic book characters, that is Conan the Barbarian. This is issue number 32 from Titan Comics, and we are just leaving the Son of Tooth story arc. He was this assassin who, through a hard upbringing in childhood and through murder and mysticism, became a feared assassin. And we just finished off with Conan defeating him. It was a great arc, and I wondered how they're going to follow it up. And they did what I like to call a kind of a transitional issue, where they do a one shot self-contained story that you can easily sink your teeth into, and it's a palate cleanser for the next big arc. And here it featured Conan recovering from his battle with the Son of Tooth, but looking for his next adventure already, because we know that, he is like a roving warrior, living paycheck to paycheck, bounty to bounty, if you will. And while he's recovering, there's a mysterious woman, and I'm not going to give a lot of details, because I think when I do my reviews, I want to give you enough that you are informed, but I don't want to ruin the joy of discovery and the joy of the story. But we start here. This issue is called A Sacred Task, and it's a mysterious woman who is seeking the one called Conan the Barbarian, and she needs to be escorted to her homeland through this treacherous terrain, and she hires Conan, and they take off, and it is a perilous journey where they face down hyenas and weather and all sorts of hardships. And while she maintains this era of mysteriousness, you get, she becomes a very sympathetic character. And in the end, he does succeed in his mission, but there is a twist at the end of what that mission is and where exactly she is going, and what exactly his bounty is. And dare I say, it's emotional when you get to see the end. When I read Conan books, I very seldomly get emotionally attached to the characters, but this was so well written that you really felt empathy for this mysterious woman by the end of it, and a bit of emotion and joy when you get to the last page. And, like I said, it's a great palate cleanser between his battle with the Son of Tooth and whatever is coming up next, and just adds more to the very deep lore of Conan the Barbarian. One thing I've liked about this Titan Comics run is, I feel like companies, they do one of two things with Conan, is they remain so true to the original Robert E. Howard stories that they walk in the footprints of other books, and it's almost redundant. And then you have people that kind of throw that out, like with the Marvel run. I felt like they were just ignoring a lot of the Robert E. Howard. I mean, that's just my perception of the Marvel run. And they were just trying to Marvelize Conan. But with Titan Comics, they make references to it, and they will go back and they will tell the familiar stories, but from a different angle. They did that with the Frost Giant's daughter. In Blaze Comics, they did a variation of that story a few years ago. And I think, with that being so recent, they fell into, they could have fallen into a trap of walking in the footprints of that story. But really, the way that Titan covered it is they covered it more from the very beginning, before the Frost Giant's daughter story. The actual interaction, the battles were told and completely drawn different, and they covered more of the backlash of the post of that story. And they're continuing to add to the lore while respecting the lore as well. With this story, if you're not a serial reader of Conan, this is a great issue just to get in, see if it's something you dig. And I think you will, because it's something I look forward to every month. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the content. If you do, You can contribute to the growth of the channel by using the QR code on the screen to buy me a coffee. But most importantly, watching, liking, subscribing, maybe even sharing is more than enough. Thank you for watching and keep reading them books, you know I will. Until next time.